going, everybody? It's Brees, and you're not tuned into the What's Cooking podcast today because we're doing something new. We're calling it the Road Connections podcast. Yes, so as you can see, we got two gentlemen to my right that are familiar faces to my platform, and y'all have seen me on their platforms, whether it's through the podcast, whether it's through the Road Connections event, and that's really the focus of today. So the CEO himself, the leader of Road Connections, Kimani, in the middle. He's gonna tell y'all about what we do at these events, as well as why y'all should come through, and we're just gonna reflect on everything that we've been doing for the past. You said it's 2 years.
2 years, about to be
Just about 2 years. So
we going on
hey,
two.
Go ahead.
Crazy.
We going on 2 years strong. I want to celebrate the celebration of Royal Connections getting on the 2nd-year anniversary, and I also wanted to just give a little heads up. Fantasy TV taking a turn for a switch for a little bit. This is a collaboration episode. So no, this isn't a Fantasy TV or What's Cooking episode, but we are here to celebrate Royal Connections and the new event we have coming up May 31st.
The Road Connections
For real.
podcast.
What's up, y'all? It's Prince, also known as Kimani, whatever, which one you know me as, for me. Your favorite day trader, favorite serial entrepreneur, taking over the Royal Connection space and connecting with a lot of different entrepreneurs. Been started this for like a year ago. Yeah, started this like year in June. Got inspired by Curtis Qual, my mentor. For me, like he inspired me to do this. As well as the fact that, I was like, it's crazy. The story about it, how we like actually get into this shit is. Can I curse?
It's your show.
Alright. Crazy part of how I actually get into this is just like, as an entrepreneur, I was doing a lot, especially coming out like COVID. Like, I said, forget the job and everything like that. I started focusing on day trading. And, ran up a bag with that. And it was the fact that, like, I'm looking at my circle and I'm like, I don't really have no business on, like, business friends. Feel me? Like, you know how it feels like, you the only one winning? Like, I felt like
that way now, to be real with you.
Yeah, like, I felt like, it was nobody, like, at that time, me first touching bread, it was just like, it was nobody to hit me up. Like, it was nobody to say, like, Brees, let's go to Florida right now. Like, if I hit up somebody, they was like, I got to ask for PTO. I got to see if this is that. I was like, all right, cool. And I feel like that was the time I was like, I had to change my circle a little bit. So I literally went on Eventbrite and I searched up entrepreneur event and I went to Curtis and boom, it just exploded right there. He was a day trader as well. So that's how we like really got close because he traded for me. So that's how we really got close. And I asked him like, can you be my mentor? And he was like, can you be my mentor? I was like, all right. And then from there, he just started mentoring me how to, talk, how to communicate, how to network. And then I was like, all right, I want to do my own stuff. And then I came up with Real Connections, and boom, it was the first event for me. Like you're seeing it back. I came up with that. And then shout out to Brees, you know what I'm saying? He was there from the jump, like, became my first sponsor. And, just like the hardest thing about this is just like my whole demeanor is like, I don't really want to be the main person. Like, I don't.
The face card.
Yeah, the face card. Like,
I mean, shit, you in the middle. You
Yeah,
in
like,
the middle right now,
like,
so
all right,
It's
yeah.
critical, but it's cool.
It is, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't like to be the face of everything. Like, I remember back in the day, like in high school, you know how you want to be on the party flyers all the time. Like now, it's like I really want to be on like a flyer. But I understand this is like my business. This is my thing. My face got to push it. But I also was like, another thing I'm starting to understand is collaboration. Cause like I could push this brand myself, but to bring my brothers with me, you feel me? Like, and these are people like I like kid you not, we ain't go to school with. So this is what we talk about when it's connections. It's not gonna be your friends that you know from 10 years ago, 5 years ago. We have less than probably what 5 years knowing each other.
Yeah, I met him during the Forex, but it was just like after, like when it started dying out.
So, like, this is what I mean. Like, as an entrepreneur, don't think your friend and your family is gonna be the ones that you're in business with and gonna be the closest ones to you. These are my brothers. Like, they know what I'm going through. Like, a lot of things with being an entrepreneur is like, you can't talk to your family about being depressed about the fact you didn't make this. Or your brand is not getting this, so you're not getting followed. I could come to Brees and I could come to them like, damn, bro, I put 10 minutes into this CapCut video,
You feel what I'm
and only
saying?
got like 5
The
likes.
reaction was short. Now we understand what he's talking about. Not saying this to your uncle, your family member. What do you CapCut? What are you talking about?
Exactly. So with Brees, like I said, back to like the collaboration thing. I did Brees as a collaborator, and a sponsor. Right, he does a podcast, and I understand that he knows people, and I know people. So at the end of the day, I'm not just looking out for myself. I see where Royal Connections is gonna go, so I could tell him like, yo, I'm put this vision in front of them, and like, yo, this is where I see Royal Connection going. And if you with me, you with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand this is gonna benefit like y'all a lot later. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to only scratch my back. I don't want y'all only scratching my back. I want it to be in a scenario where it's like, yo, Royal Connection benefits you guys. So it's like a lot of people from Royal Connections went to his podcast, and a lot of people from his podcast went to my podcast. Now we added my big bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is a major part of Royal Connections right now, right? Drink Your Fantasy,
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying, Corey?
Introducing one of the newest sponsors to the team.
For me. And now he's the official bartender of Royal Connection for me. So boom. You never know who might walk in there and be like, all right, cool. I'm having a party on the yacht and I need a bartender.
Easy hit up, man. I'm your man.
You know what I'm saying? You already met him there at the event. You already, you know what I'm saying? It's all about that. So it's like at the end of the day, Royal Connections is always going to be a scenario where entrepreneurs come together and, collab, learn, and connect with each other. That's my main goal, right? And I don't want anybody to come to Royal Connection and feel like you need to be dressed up in a suit. Dress decent. Just decent now.
Semi-formal.
I be putting that shit on.
Yeah,
I
like,
ain't gonna lie to you.
He put it too much on.
Yeah.
Come in with a scarf and sometimes.
Put it on for me.
Let me tell you.
Definitely if you have a clothing brand, definitely like rep your brand. Come decent. Come looking. Rep yourself. At the end of the day, that's what Royal Connection is all about. And you never know who you might meet.
Now, question: is this networking event? Is this inviting to people who are in the process of getting their business? Let's say you're not a business owner. Are you still inviting them to Royal Connections?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
really, yeah, absolutely. Like you know what I'm saying, because that's where you might get your inspiration from.
Definitely.
Not even that. You might still find somebody that's in your industry yourself. Because a lot of people that are entrepreneurs, some of them still have jobs, including myself. So it's like you never know. You might find somebody that's in the same industry as you, and let's say you're looking for a job, they might be the person that's gonna lead you to that job. You feel me? So
Like,
yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
invite
saying?
all business professionals, not even just business professionals, but just anybody that's really career driven and looking to really elevate themselves, whether it's through entrepreneurship or even just through the workforce. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, like I never really had I know a lot of networking events. Like when I did my research, a lot of networking events are like they have a niche, and they have like a certain people that they attract. So, for example, my mentor I know he mainly attracts real estate agents, but there are credit guys that go there. There's lawyers that go there, and with mine, I don't really have a niche. I want it to be like very diverse. I want it to be very like diverse for me. So I want it to be, you meet a nail tech, and you meet a bartender. You meet a hairstylist, but you meet a lawyer. I want it to be like that because all of those things and like different entrepreneurs, they need each other. Like a lawyer need a hairstylist because you never know what, especially raw reviews and everything like that going on nowadays. You never know. You got to, and I feel like a lot of people skip over that. Like they want a business and they don't know the law. Like you don't know what you getting yourself into. They need to like do a research. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but so that's where Royal Connection could come in because we always have diverse speakers and you never know who's gonna pull up and give you some type of knowledge and like have these people in your contact. So when I bring shout out to Ethan, you know what I'm saying? So
Salute.
Like he's life insurance. So shout out to somebody that like, yo, he's speaking about, preparing yourself for, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line, right? He breaks things down to you. So it's like you never know, like, yo, you might think you don't need life insurance and you do. And he speaks about it. And you're able to ask him questions right there, like, right there. And instead of like, I know social media is a heavy part, but I go off vibes. Like, I don't know if y'all do the same thing. Like, I need to,
what you mean by that?
like, for example, if anytime I have a speaker, when y'all tell me about a speaker, so that's another thing before I'm about to bring that is like, they're my sponsor. So they get to have a highlight of, if they want to highlight anybody that they know, they get to, bring those people to the panel. But before those people come to the panel, they got to talk to me. And it's not to be like on some like, yo, I'm a boss and da da da. You gotta talk to me in an interview. It's to like
Prove
every
that nomination.
yeah, like um all money's not good money for me. So every speaker is not. I want to make sure that you're actually talking. Like you've been through that. You got the results to show it. Cause, AKA, we has Silo Bar. I learned that from IML. There's been people that they talk, but the results doesn't match up with
Proof
it.
not in the pudding.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that, and I also I'm heavy on vibes. Like I want to make sure I'm vibing with you. I want to make sure like if you're a speaker, that's not your first time me meeting. Like us meeting at Royal Connection, the first time we speaking or anything like that. So if Breeze have a speaker, or if Corey have a speaker, I have just asked them to talk to me. That way I can feel those people out, ask them certain questions, and just get really the vibes of them.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. So you still taking consideration to your sponsors, but also keeping authentic to the trueness of Royal Connections.
At least for me, I don't know about y'all, but at least for me, it's funny to think that most of the people I've nominated have been people that, yeah, they're friends with me, but they're not people I've been close to, and it's like we kind of build a little bit of a connection. Like it might be somebody I haven't spoken to in like a decade. I asked them to come to the Road Connections, they come speak, and it's like kind of rekindle that friendship for what it was. Not saying that we fell off or anything, but it just shows you right there, like it could be anybody. Some of the people have been my right hand man, like even Ace. Ace about to speak at the next event. That Ace always been
May
like for me a
31st.
brother to me. So yeah, it's crazy to see how it goes.
No doubt.
Now you have a beautiful logo in the background. Talk to me since the beginning of Royal Connections. Was this the same logo? How did you come up with this?
Yeah, so this is the first logo that actually this wasn't the first logo. I feel like I had another logo,
We'll put it up in the caption. So
yeah, I feel like I had another logo in the past or another flyer in the past, but I took this and I was just like, yo, the crown is always gonna be there. If y'all know me, the crown is like in everything that I do, and it's just royalty. And then Royal Connections, then it was like royal, like I have a trading business and it's called the Royal Pips. So like I feel like the Royal Connections just went smooth with it. I was just like the Royal Connections, and I was just like, I like that.
It gives you luxury. When I hear it, I think a luxurious. You know what I'm saying? Event.
Yeah, I just ran with it. And then the flyer, the flyers I make by myself. I'm a graphic designer as well. So to have that skill to, like whatever's in my head, I could create it. So it's like, this, I created. So it was just like, yo, boom.
Yeah, so we don't want to sound like it's just the Kimani interview, right? So I'm gonna
Exactly.
kind of open up some questions that apply to all three of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Corey, I know you came later on, but so I know I guess you could say the sample size is probably smaller for you compared to us. But if y'all had one speaker that y'all really rock with, who would y'all want to give that shout out to? I ain't gonna lie, for me, I'm gonna go with Jess because I love her story and I love her work that she's done with her husband. So Jessica Jones, Beyond the Chains. So that's a nonprofit organization for the incarcerated, helping them, get back into society and build businesses even while incarcerated. So her and her husband been helping out, a lot of families, and she's also has like a bunch of side, I guess you could say like side organizations that also help, women of different backgrounds and different demographics. Not just like demographics. When I say demographics, I don't just mean by race, but also too like people that suffered from domestic abuse. People that she has. I know a med lab, so I'm sure that she's probably helping people that have certain sicknesses and things like that. So she does a lot. She's very good at public speaking. I definitely commend her for that because she definitely does a good job every time she's spoken twice, and both times she's done a great job. So I definitely want to give a salute to her.
Salute.
Shout out to Jess.
Definitely. For the fantasy side, I say there's two people that stick out to me when it comes to performances for Royal Connections. Coach T, definitely shout out to Coach T.
Yeah,
definitely a big sister figure for me from teaching me how to get my MWBE certification, just to even how to sell Amazon products online, how to sell an online ebook course, and how to get that network to all your customers and how to get that scaled up. Besides from that, I also want to shout out the financial advisor, Billionaire Born. He also been a guest on your platform as well.
Another
I was gonna say those are three guests that was on the What's Cooking platform right there.
Fire one. He was definitely another fire one.
Who's one of your favorite guests? Talk to me.
Shoot, I got like two that I'm thinking about right now, and I feel like these was just like a little. I feel like not to discount any other, but these was just like personal, close to me. I'm gonna have to go with my mentor because like just for him, for me, you know, like just for my mentor to be able to take that time out to come to speak to my event, and you know, like he has a bigger event, he got a lot going on. So for him to take the time out to come to my event and talk, and yeah, like that meant a lot. I mean, he spoke more than once, so it was like, yo, that meant so much. And then another one I'm gonna say like is my girl. You know what I'm saying, cause like yo, I've been pushing her to you know speak, and I see the potential in her and everything like that. So for her to be a speaker there, like aside from the girl part, just seen her you know do her thing, that was fire. Another person like
Damn,
this
you
is
giving
third.
three?
This third one,
All right, I'm gonna give 2 more.
yeah, the third one. Shoot.
You got many, a lot.
I got a lot. That's the crazy part. It's like it's hard.
Doing the word connection.
It's hard. It's hard to choose a third one. I don't know. It's hard to choose a third
We
one.
could keep it at 2. And
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna keep it
throw my
those
second.
two. You know
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give a shout out to my guy Julian. Julian, it was funny because it's like I don't even. That's how true it is, right? I barely even knew Julian like that. I played basketball with him a couple times, and he told me he's a financial advisor. So you know, I told him Road Connections would be good. You know, he popped out to Road Connections, and then the next Road Connections after that, he ended up being a speaker. And me even inviting him to be a speaker, nominating him, he was very shy. He didn't know what he wanted to speak about. He didn't know what he wanted to do in terms of like how he wanted to approach the audience. And he ended up doing a great job. And I feel like he was very well spoken, very informative, and I feel like a lot of people definitely related to what he was saying, and a lot of people were definitely asking questions. So I feel like for how he started off very shy to how he was able to transition and you know be very like strong with his background and speak to the public, I thought he did a very solid job. So definitely, you know, give him a shout out there.
Absolutely. Now, question: what advice do you guys have for people who want to perform and speak about their business to others, but they're not? They're very shy. They're not as outgoing. What advice do you have to them?
Do it as if Jay-Z asked you, why should I invite? Yeah, it's simple. If someone like Jay-Z came up to you and said, why should I invest in your business? Treat every opportunity as if it was that same scenario. Because I know the same way you could go all out to explain it to him, to get that however much money he's going to give you, whether it's 10,000, 100,000, 10 million, treat it the same with the person that just wants to buy one product from you. Because it'll go a long way. Especially if you're into like fashion and stuff like that. Like I have a lot of friends who do fashion, and one thing about them they always say is like they're always prepared, whether it's to speak about their product or to actually have the merch on them, right? Good example, my first guest ever, my boy Zay. We went to high school and college together. He ran into Trippie Redd. I know Trippie Redd got a lot of slander on his name right now, but he ran into Trippie Redd a while ago, a couple years ago, and Trippie Redd wanted the hat off his head. And he was like, damn, this is my only one. Like, you feel me? Now, ever since that situation, you feel me? He walks around with a bag of hats on him. So it's like he could always, you know, so you never know. And every fashion designer I have on my platform, majority of them always tell me, yeah, I got stuff in the trunk. You know, I got stuff in the car. Yeah, I got some stuff on me and whatnot. So, yeah.
All right. Like, just to go back to that last question real quick, I also want to give like a major shout out to him, Corey. Because Corey started off as just attending. Corey started off then being a speaker, and then now he's a sponsor. So that shows like the consistency, and just shows that. Yeah. Like you've been here, We ain't even talk about him. You've been here. But wait, what was the question again?
If you
what
could
advice
give
do you have for
advice.
people who are shy talking about their business in front of others?
You never know. You never know who you like. Like, I feel like you can't be an entrepreneur and be shy. Can't. You just can't. I don't feel like
what they used to say in IML, post 10 times a day.
Yeah.
Post 10 times a day. It don't matter if they don't follow you. Post 10 times a day.
You can't be
work,
an entrepreneur and
Who
be
gonna
shy.
talk more about your business other than you?
Like,
so talk about your shit, nigga.
The only way people gonna believe in you is if you believe in yourself.
For me, I understand you have your shy moments, but when it comes to your business, like you gotta be like loud with it. For me, like
especially the fellas, y'all can't be shout y'all business if y'all talk to like 20 girls a day. Y'all
like,
be trying to hop out of cars and you feel me, pull up on shorty. Nah,
so that's
can't.
my advice to you. Like, yo, look at the fact that you're now owner of something. You're a brand owner. This is where you about to, plan your empire and build everything from. So you can't be shy. I'm sorry. You could be shy with anything else in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be shy with anything, but you can't be shy about your business. So, like, once you get in that room, it's lock-in time. Your mind should just switch. Like, a whole mind should just switch. You should really, like, yo, this is my business. There could be a million in right here in the Royal Connections. There could be a million in the space that could invest in my business, that could promote my business. Could do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't be shy.
Yeah, because what's gonna be more important, the
Yeah.
girls or the money? Because what
Exactly.
Jay-Z said, when the money go, where the honey stay. Like, come on now.
I mean, that's a easy decision if you ask me,
Yeah.
respectfully.
Yeah.
But now let's jump on to a new topic. Location change. Royal
Right.
Connections.
Nah, let's even start with the original location.
Talk to me. Royal Connections.
How did you get
Yeah.
that? Because it's crazy. Because like for you personally, it's like I always used to ask you like, yo, why don't we just do it at your spot?
Mhm.
But you know, you went with another spot, and what really? Yeah, why'd you want to do that?
So with Cabana, it's just the placement of how everything is. Like, you could walk inside, and like it's the DJ is like right here.
For those of the people that don't know,
Yeah,
Cabana.
Cabana, my favorite spot.
No, I mean like tell them.
All right, so I'm the owner of Cabana, 1318 Fulton, co-owner. And so make sure y'all come through. So with Cabana, it's like a little different. It's like you could walk in, and just the space of it just didn't give like what I was looking for. Especially if the speaker's gonna be in the front, the door's gonna always be opening, and it's just gonna be very distracting. So I remember one day I was coming from the gym, and I was just like, I don't know. I decided to walk from Gym X, So I think that's Harsley. I'm not sure. I don't know around there, but I went from Gym X. I went like 4 blocks up, and I decided to walk, and I saw the spot, and it was like therapy, and I looked inside, and I'm looking inside. I'm like, yo, this is fire. And I was like, that was the same time like, yo, Royal Connections was being born. I'm getting things together. I'm getting a logo together. I'm getting like, you know, and the only thing that was missing was the place. And I was like, all right, cool. So I walked in there, and I'm like, yo, this spot is fire. Been there. Like, I left, came back, and I'm like, yo, this spot is really, I went in the daytime. I'm like, yo, this spot is really fire. So I ended up speaking up with the owner, which is Ant. And when I speak with Ant, you know, we just had like a talk, and then he was just like, yeah, you sure you could have it here? And I was like, I bet. So after that, I was like, all right, say no more. So I had the Royal Connections there. I was like, yo, let's go. And I love the aesthetics and everything like that. It had food, it had a bar and everything like that. So that's where, you know. So shout out to Therapy Wine Bar for giving me my first opportunity to first open the door to Royal Connections. So big major shout out to you guys.
Definitely, but of course we on to bigger and better things. Talk to us about the new location that you have in Utica.
So
Nice.
you already know. So Primetime Event Space, aka the Blue Room, right on Rutland's Event Space. Me and TJ opened up. So shout out to TJ, which is my barber. Always make sure I'm looking good. I might not look good right now, but trust me.
That's why I got my hood on. Hello.
So that's why I got my
I
hoodie
just
on.
want to show
Yeah,
off
we
the
making it work.
Supreme. Nah.
So like, you know, just the partnership with everything with the event space and everything like that. I decided to move it. I was just like, all right, cool. Let's just move it, because now I have more flexibility. I control a lot. I control everything in that space. So it's like, if I want to decorate it a certain way, I could decorate it a certain way. If I want to close it off a certain way, I could close it off. If I want to start it a certain way, I could start it a certain way. Yeah, so, you know.
That's a salute. Now, question for those who are out there who are event planners who throw their own events. What do you look for in event spaces that catch your eye?
I'm not even going to lie.
I say the size.
Size.
Simple.
You can go with the size, and just depend on what you're trying to do. Because if you want it to be intimate, you might look for a small spot, because there's no point of getting an event space and it's mad big, and you just want to have like an intimate type of thing, like, yo, with 20 people.
Yeah, it's kind of
Don't
hard
really-
to throw that if you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A big old space.
Yeah. So just the space, whatever you're looking for with an event, just make sure that, you know, if it's intimate, if it's a function, of course you want to make it big. And second thing will, like, you know, your budget. Just make sure you have your, you know, your pockets right. And you just have your budget, and you're looking within those, because don't break your pockets trying to create a function. And no.
You haven't got the ticket, so come on now.
Yeah. So like, just to switch the topic a little bit, I went to ask y'all, like, so I'm gonna ask Breeze first, and I'm gonna switch over to the new sponsor, right? So like, from you've been here from the jump, right? So what are some things that like like yo, you see Royal Connections going like from the time you've been here to now, like where like did you see it going where it is going right now, like or and where do you see it going?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like networking is always gonna be key, and we're always gonna meet people we don't know, whether it's a friend of yours, a friend of Corey's, or somebody that all three of us don't know. We're always gonna meet somebody because yeah, networking is key, and when people hear networking, they always want to go make sure their voice is heard, make
Mm-hmm.
sure their name is known, right? So I did see definitely the growth for sure, and I definitely see the growth to continue. Where I do want to see it going is just more so like more on a creative tip, and I feel like that's kind of where all of us come together. So going back to what you said earlier about collaboration, yeah, collaboration is cool, but the main reason why collaboration is cool is because you don't have to do all the work by yourself. Like, I'm not trying to say it in a way to make us sound lazy, but I'm just saying like, we could do a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, and we have three right here, and then we could just like we all know people that's gonna want to come play. You feel as opposed to just if I host it by myself, now I gotta go outreach and get the players myself. Where it's like I got two other people that could outreach and get some players, right? And now I don't gotta find a squad. I got a squad right here. I'm probably gonna have to score the points though, but it's cool. I'll fuck with y'all. But nah, like I say though, it's just like when it comes to collaborating, it's like you never know who's gonna bring who. You never know who's gonna come into the spot. And I just feel like creatively, we all have different minds. So it's like we all can all draw some new things. Whether like I said, it's a 3-on-3 tournament, whether it's a food drive, whether it's a summer barbecue, whether it's a pool party, whether it's something to give back, a coat drive in the wintertime. We can always draw things together, and three brains are better than one. So I could definitely see us definitely taking a more creative route in terms of doing more than just the networking event itself. And even if we do the networking event, we have a lot of people that have their own platforms from all types of media sources or and outlets, or not just platforms, but also to people that have their own networking stuff. We went to a couple pop-up shops. We went to a couple networking events ourselves, to where it's like we know, okay, these are people that they're cool with us. We can always collab on an event and bring even a bigger crowd from both sides of the fence. So yeah, that's definitely what I see us going for, especially summertime is here. A lot of opportunity to take advantage. No, for real though, like a lot of opportunity to take advantage to do these things. Whether, like I said, it's outdoor events, whether it's commingling, event groups and stuff like that. We could definitely do that and watch things grow. Especially too, like I said, three brains are better than one. So somebody's always gonna think of something out of the three of us. So we're always gonna have
coming up with new ideas.
yeah. So when one of us is stuck, brain fog or whatever, at least we know there's two other people that's gonna
And I'm
able
not
to
gonna lie, that's one thing I love
inspire
about
each
having.
other.
No, that's one thing I love. I love about having these guys behind me. They're not yes man. It's not. They're not gonna. If I bring an idea to them, they're not gonna be like, yeah. They're gonna be like, yo,
we have
they
our own
gonna tell,
opinions.
yeah, they're gonna tell me like, yeah, nah, we don't feel like that's gonna work. Nah, we don't feel like, and I like that.
Like
yeah,
even
go
for
ahead.
Road Connections itself, it's like Kimani try to say like I like to see the such and such with the such and such. I ain't gonna lie. Like there was a point in time where he just wanted to strictly target certain things. There was the time where he was always saying, "Oh, we need a credit specialist." I'm like, "No, we don't. We need a
Right.
hairstylist this time. Switch it up. Do something different." You feel me? And he tried it and it worked. Right. So it's always been like like we start off with a small niche. Okay, we go focus on business. Like the typical business people. Like we're gonna work with the credit people. We're gonna work with the real estate people. We're gonna work with the
Life
accountants,
insurance.
for
Yeah.
life insurance.
Yeah.
But I told him, nah, we need the barbers, we need the chefs, we need
Facts.
the DJs, we need the artists, we need
Everyone's opinion.
we need the bartenders. You feel me? Like we need that for real because
Nah.
that's the only way we're gonna expand. We're not gonna be first of all, we're not even suing Thai. So it's like, what we have all these suing Thai people for
Yeah.
if none of us come. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I put
pop
that
out
shit
one
on
time,
sometimes. So
yeah, I put that shit
I throw it on a little bit. You
Throw a
feel
little
me?
swing
But-
time one time.
yeah, like we had to really switch it up and give people understanding because, well, at least for me, when I saw Road Connections, I saw it as not just a networking event, but a chance to not only just inspire the youth, but inspire minorities as a whole. Because it's like when people hear anything that has to do with suit and tie and networking and stuff like that, they always think the rich white guys, right? And it's like okay, and the people of color who do go to these events are people of prestige, people of power, people that are in those doors. While a local black kid like myself can't really get into those doors, or even if I do get into those doors, I feel out of place. Okay, so for me personally, I looked at Royal Connections as something where we could all see, like, each other, like people of all walks of life that look like each other, that, probably, in the same, I guess, how would you say, like, uh, same chapter of their life, for example, college grads. We have a lot of young guys who come out, that are fresh out of college and whatnot, trying to figure out what they want to do. High schoolers, we have high schoolers, young adults. We have people that's been out of college for a little bit. They have a job, they have a side gig, stuff like that. They're looking to expand, elevate, stuff like that. So Royal Connections for me was something that I saw as more than just a networking event, but also, like I said, something to inspire the youth, inspire the minorities, especially given the neighborhoods that we do it in. It's like those are the neighborhoods that need it the most, because when you look at those neighborhoods are the neighborhoods that everybody looks at as the ghetto, poverty. All of these negative connotations are tied to those neighborhoods, right? So why not bring something positive to it and see who really wants to come out? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that look for these things, but again, they think they're not good enough for it. They can't fit into it. So we are here to provide the answer to that. There's one thing I always say: well, business is a successful business is one that's successful business is something that problem solves, right? And I feel like even though Road Connections isn't a business, like we don't take any money from nobody, we don't whatever, we're still problem solving in the sense of bringing something to the community that's positive and something that work for anybody.
I felt that. I appreciate you for like I said, I appreciate you for that. Like I said, like Royal Connections is not. I don't want everybody coming in suits. Like that's one thing I don't like. Yes, come with your suits and come with everything like that, but semi-formal. Yeah, semi-formal. Like if you got to wear a suit and you want that represents you, that's fine. But I want Royal Connection to be something that
I ain't gonna lie, it's drip or drown with me.
Find a comfortable way to be professional.
Yeah,
like that.
Because like not gonna lie,
you could be dripping like
because
I'm being blunt with y'all.
Yeah, because one myth I asked one myth I learned that was a lie is that like we're being an entrepreneur you need to wear a suit to a meeting, like I kid you not, half my meetings be me wearing sweatpants or me just coming off of the gym.
Look at how Kanye dresses on the daily and how he meets with these rich and powerful people in America, bro.
Yeah,
regular
it don't be
black shirt with holes in
it don't be not that. And I'm not telling y'all not to dress up because certain occasions
it's always
call
gonna be
for
a time
that.
and place. Yep.
Yeah, it's a time and place for everything. So I'm not telling y'all, this entrepreneur stuff is like, walk into like the bank wearing sweatpants and stuff like that. Nah, dress properly. So certain meetings that you're going. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, the meetings that I have been to has been me just coming off of. I just left the gym. I just been outside. I just like shorts and whatever. But switching over to Corey, right? New sponsor and everything like that. What was the reasons why you joined? Like, when I bring you the offer and I bring you the vision.
Well, one of the biggest things was when I went to therapy, wine bar, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way going to the drink menu, chopping it up with the bartender because I am one myself, and realizing that there isn't a Royal Connection signature drink. Mm-hmm. Now, me personally, I'm a creative bartender. I like to spice things up. If I'm working for a client, I'm going to make a drink that correlates to her 25th birthday. If you just graduated from college, I'm going to make a drink that correlates to your college, whatever school you just graduated from, blase. So, first thing that comes to my mind, we need a Royal Connection signature drink. Now, when I think of that, I think of summertime, something a little bit more professional. I think of pina coladas, blue caraco, pina colada. You know what I'm saying? I'll spice it up a little bit, and it just rubbed me the wrong way when I didn't see a signature drink. So one of the main things I wanted to do as being a new sponsor of Royal Connections was place a signature drink menu for there and also post some more drinks on TikTok. Besides from that, a big stickler for me is I want to get us out of the niche box. So everything from real estate, life insurance, and credit repair. I want to see more marketing gurus. Let me see content creators. Let me see who else. There's other different forms, like he said from before, bartenders, DJs. There are many different demographics and careers we could cater to. That also, if I feel like if you see more people who do what you do, you feel more welcome to come. You know what I'm saying? If you saw your homegirl who just does your hair, she's your MUA, she's your hairstylist. Why would you not want to come to the same networking event that your hairstylist that you go to every month goes to? You might as well tap in and spread your word out. How else are we going to know about your business?
That's a fact.
So like would you like? I'm about to just ask you. So, would you be in the newest,
New sponsor.
right? What are some areas you feel like we could improve on?
Um, I'd say the timing. I love the new location y'all be having on in Crown Heights, Utica. Say that.
1084 Rutland Road. Make sure I slide through.
Yes, sir. One of the biggest things I'd say is just change the timing. Keep it in the evening. A lot of people, I doubt you guys want to come out to a networking brunch at 12 in the morning. Well, 12 in the evening. Mm-hmm. So let's just switch it up. Possibly 4 to 8 p.m. Probably a little after party after. You know what I'm saying? Bring the vibes open. It's a Saturday. Y'all going to come through on the weekend. So why not come have some drinks on a dope weekend night?
Honestly, I mean, Saturdays, especially in the summertime, it's going to be tough. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Sunday, like Sunday brunch. Like after church hours, though, like maybe 2 o'clock, you know, because people go to church at like 10, 11, 12. So probably something, at least for the summer, like, you know, we can do it for the summer. And then fall time go back. Because, you know, fall time, people going back to school and stuff like that. Not everybody, but I know people going back to school. I know their Saturdays aren't as lit as the summertime when they outside and stuff like that. So,
another thing we probably could do for the speakers that come up, we could create like a little 5-minute biography about what they do. Post it in the Instagram or the TikTok. Give them more information, like a biography about the entrepreneur.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking of starting a Road Connections podcast.
That would be fire.
And like,
all the guests who come, they just
yeah. Like, how was you speak? How was
Because I feel like for some people, it entices. It's an enticement too. Because for some people, like I said, like there's people that I've nominated that were shy, so they couldn't do it. But if they know they're getting a podcast out of it, they probably, you know, they probably don't want to speak about their business for like 40 minutes to an hour. But I'm sure just the fact of them being on the mic might entice them. Like you said, like some of the people that spoke on Road Connections came to us cooking right after, and vice versa. So, yeah, and Fantasy TV as well.
Come on, respectfully.
So, like with Corey being one of the new sponsors, one thing he definitely brings, and shout out to him, is creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that you come to Road Connection, you see at the event spaces, like he has this whole bar. Like, I kid you not. Like, I ain't never seen somebody pull up so prepared in my day, in my life. He came with a whole wagon. He came with a wagon.
Packed up with everything.
Yeah, like, and transformed the whole bar. Like, the bar just looked like, him.
We bring the ball to you, literally.
Exactly. So, that was fire. So that's something that, I could say, like, that's when I know, like, yeah, I made the right move. When I saw, like, how the bar looked, the bar menu, and with these guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do everything. And like a lot of businesses that I do, I feel like I started, I had to do a lot. So and I feel like y'all could relate to it as well. When you first started, you feel like you needed to do everything. Like, I need to do everything, and I couldn't rely on nobody else because I'm like, I want it to be done this way. I need to be this on this time. But with these guys, it's just like everything gets done, and I'm like, I would just see a post on Instagram, and I'm like, when did I do this? And I'm like, nah, Corey posted, Breeze posted. I'm like, all right, that's fire. So, like, they take, like, a lot of the load off of me, and just to run with people that understand, see where Royal Connection is going, and actually want Royal Connections to go where it's going, and without me having to, like, force them or anything like that, it's fire. They're driven by itself. They see how it could benefit them. They see how it benefit their business, and as well as, it's benefiting Royal Connection, because once we eat, Royal Connection eat, they eat, you know what I'm saying? And if they eat in Royal Connection eating, I never want you guys to feel like that, you know what I'm saying? I never want, that's one thing about me, I never want you guys to feel like, I'm the one only eating, like, if y'all have anything that y'all need to post up on Royal Connections, and I'm going to always promote them. So you already know, like, you got the podcast, he do 2 podcasts and drink, so it's like, for me, like, if you need a podcast, I'm always promote the What's Cooking. I'm always say, like, he's heavy on the drinking side more. So I'm like, you need a bartender? I ain't going to know everybody else. I'm like, drink your fantasy. Hit him up. Just tell him Prince sends you, and he's going to get you right.
That's a fact. And if you're a new artist, you want to tap in, we're trying to get your name out there, you definitely better tap in with What's Cooking Podcast.
No, I don't do the artist.
Never mind, he not jacking y'all right now.
Nah, it's not personal. It's just like I got another platform to do just for music and for artists. Mm-hmm. But also too, it's like I haven't done artists in a minute, so it's like I don't want to say that on camera.
All right, so
now one thing I did want to say though too is like, let's get the elephant out the room. Yes, it's free. I know somebody's wondering if they got to buy tickets or RSVP. No, it's free. Just gotta make that clear. One thing I'll say too is like for the people that's really shy out there and you know they really debate if they should pull up, y'all should pull up because nobody here moves like there's cliques. I know when it comes to events and stuff like that, people always think, oh, like you know, there's people that already go there, so everybody's friends with each other already, so they be on some, you know, some cliquey shit where it's like other people come in and it's like, oh, like you know, if I pull up, nobody's gonna say nothing to me. I promise you, everybody. I'm gonna say something to you.
I'm gonna say something.
Shit. You be telling people take a selfie with somebody you never seen before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come take that selfie with you.
Definitely.
You feel me? And it was your birthday. I'm gonna post it, and you gonna be like, "Oh shit, I totally forgot about this picture." But nah, for real though, nobody's you know on those stush vibes. You feel me? Everybody's very welcoming. Everybody's open because again, we all know we could learn from each other. We all know we could network with each other. We all know we could put each other on to something. So nobody moves, you know, with any animosity. Nobody moves, you know, selfishly. Like everybody's a big family in there. A lot of people that you might see smiling with each other probably met each other through road connections. So just want to make sure that everybody that wants to know those two things right there know for sure.
Yeah,
the bar ain't free though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the bar is
The
not
bar
free,
ain't
but
not-
he gonna
the
get
bar
you
is not
right.
That fantasy experience ain't
BYOB
free.
Nah,
if
that
you
ain't
want, but
free.
I don't think you want to BYOB to a networking event. Just
But,
saying.
yeah, now if you're feeling shy and you drink, yo, hit up Corey. He gonna get you right. Loosen up and you know start talking to people. And that's another thing. Like I offer icebreakers, so it's just like once we start the event, like so from 12, what we do, yeah, from 12, time to say 1. Like you know what I'm saying, it's everybody walking in, everybody kind of in a shy mode, talking. You might filling out the space. But then once I start the speaking part and you see me get up there, just prepare yourself because now I ask you to I tell you a little about myself, or before I even tell you about myself, I tell you like, yo, welcome to Royal Connections and experience, you know, just being a welcome host. But then I give you an icebreaker, which I feel like a lot of networking events that I go to don't offer that. They just like, yo, say, hey, throw in the water and just like, yo, everybody network. But with the icebreaker I do, it's take a selfie with somebody that you don't know. So that one force you to get up, get out of your comfort zone. And whether it's you being scared to walk up to somebody's going to walk up to you. Somebody's going to, you know, and it's just going to be an engaging conversation for a good 30 seconds. And you take a selfie with somebody. And then after, you know, the speaker's done around like 3:30, you get to go back to that person and talk. Now you're talking to that person. And what was the icebreaker? The fact that you just took a selfie with them. So I want to ask you guys some questions. What are
But I
some?
also want to say
Yeah, go
he's
ahead.
throwing the lob, fellas. He's throwing the lob. Like I know
Yeah.
we got people professional, but I'm gonna be real with you, fellas. He's throwing the lob. I met some fine young women at Road Connections, and I'm
So
sure
you meet some pain in here.
some of
That's
the
not my-
brothers
that's not my
been there.
intentions, but if
You
it
feel
comes with
me?
that, it comes with that. That's not my intentions,
Nah,
but if it
that's
comes
not
with
the
that,
intentions, bro.
it
We
comes
just
with
saying.
that for me.
Come in here trying to network, you leave.
You
in a
might really
relationship.
meet your wife in there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We're a
You
relationship.
might leave.
That's a real Road Connection right there.
Not for real. for
Hello,
real.
king and queen. Hello.
So like, this is moving forward. When we speak about connections, like, what are some? So I'm gonna ask Brees, and I'm gonna switch you, and I'm gonna switch you a little bit. So I'm gonna ask Corey, like, have you? I know you've been like, you know, the new sponsor, and everything like that. So have you met somebody in there that like, you know, you?
Yes, actually, and this relationship amazes me to this day. From the first time me coming into Royal Connections, I got put on to life insurance, and from that, this same guest who taught me how to do life insurance, he notified me about my bartending business, and for his girlfriend's 26th birthday, I bartended for his girlfriend. So it's basically
fire.
like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I signed up for his service. He basically signed up for mine and got to experience the fantasy experience. But like I said from before, Ethan. He life insurance guru, New York Life. He actually put me on to the importance of being a young person who has life insurance. If you are one who does not, please take a look into this. But you just broke down to me the importance of it, and then once I really grasped it, I was like, you know what? You be a fool to not sign up for yourself. So I did that with no intention of like, oh hey, this guy's gonna book me for his birthday or whatever. A month down the line, literally, his girlfriend's birthday came around mid-August. He hit me up, hey bro, you mind bartending for my girlfriend's birthday? Come to Jersey. I came in immediately. His family, hers and her family, was astonished. So thank you for putting me on to that. Salute.
Now, Breeze, you know, like, have you have any royal experience?
I haven't
Royal
had
connection
those type of
experiences?
connections. Don't get me wrong. Like I feel like you know I get everybody on social media. We laugh, we joke, stuff like that. But one connection I made that I really do appreciate was meeting I know it's two people in the podcast, but Cody from Motion and Success podcast. This podcast is very informative. I like what he does. I like the work he does. I didn't meet his co-host, but his co-host is definitely someone that's also informative as well. I like their content. I definitely love their content from a content creation standpoint. They do very good on the editing, but also too the guests that they have are very interesting people. And some of those guests have also been on my platform as well. So I like how we have those parallels there. And we don't even have It's not even like we planned it like, oh, like go check out what's cooking, and they say go check out. I mean, they'd say go check out what's cooking. I say go check out Motion and Success. It's just ironic that it's been like that, but I definitely respect what they're doing over there, and we definitely gotta get a collab soon. I mean, by the time y'all see this, maybe the collab will be already in the works, but yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna be out there for y'all, and that's definitely two people that I want to give credit to, for that connection.
Question: what speaker who already came up before do you really want to come up for a second time? Run it back for Real Connections.
I ain't gonna lie, Hannibal, I love you, bro, but you did like 4 or 5 of them, bro.
That's my mans, bro.
I love you, Hannibal, but you can't come up no more, bro. I'm just saying that right now.
I ain't even gonna lie. One
more.
That's a hard thing.
I ain't gonna lie, cause some of the people I wanted to see, like I missed out. Like Fetty, Prolific Fabric, Fetty.
Fetty came, but he's
I wasn't there. True Vinci,
that's
my guy.
Crazy.
There we
True
go,
Vinci, definitely
Fetty.
my guy. That's crazy because I nominated both of them. I missed both of them. I feel bad.
Prolific.
Shout out Fetty and Prolific.
They both been doing their thing on the clothing scene.
True Vinci and Prolific Fabric, respectfully.
I definitely like. There's a lot of people that I like. I don't know who I want to see come again, but I definitely have a lot of people I want to see come up from the What's Cooking podcast. I want to see SB Studios come up. He's been killing the fashion game right now. I want to see him come up. I want to see my homegirl Akira, Organic by Jusu. If you ain't see the episode, she's definitely doing her thing with the natural juices. Beyond the Block, Bianca, that's my homegirl too. Her and her nonprofit organization, they've been doing numbers around Brooklyn. They've been doing great stuff for the community. I definitely want to see her. It's funny, I actually sent both of them an invite yesterday morning. So, I definitely want to see if they pull up. And even if they don't pull up, if they pull up to the next event, they're probably going to be the guest speakers.
Speaking of which, another guest who I want to see come up, a fellow bartender of mine who's been playing around.
That's exactly who I was coming. Yo, the country got
Royal Connections. You came to the mixology class, brother. You know how to talk in front of a platform. Now's your time.
That's crazy.
That Moolah bartender, respectfully, please, best bartender in the building.
That's my guy. That's funny because that was literally the first person I was thinking off the top of my head. You cut me off and got right to it.
I don't know if y'all,
I'm trying to get him to break out the show.
Jordan. I need Jordan back.
Jordan. I ain't gonna lie,
yeah. I need Jordan.
I like how you went to the Instagram to do that.
Yeah, like I had to, refresh brains and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but Jordan,
he did his thing.
Yeah, he
I
did
ain't
his
get
thing.
to speak to him that much, but I definitely liked his thing.
Like
I liked his content in general. Like even the content I see from a day-to-day basis.
Right.
He really puts on.
Nah, he really put on.
Like he really motivates the hood.
Nah, definitely for that. The voice.
Yeah. So damn.
Shout out to the voice.
The Road Connection podcast, episode 1.
Speaking
Who knows if there'll
that,
be more, but it was a pleasure to have y'all fellas up here, man.
Nah, for real. But speaking about that, I gotta shout out to Aaliyah too. Aaliyah, Financial Revolution. She really dope.
Yeah, she been on my podcast.
She really dope. I don't know if she's doing it again, but the entrepreneur nominees, she gave me a reward and stuff like that. So that was like different. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much people that's doing that, aspiring entrepreneurs, like, you know what I'm saying? But that was definitely fire.
Yeah, so everybody, they already know me because it's going on my platform and whatnot. But any final remarks you want to give out, you shout yourselves out, stuff like that. For the people that are new.
Media, whatever.
My IG?
Any final remarks? It don't even got to be your personal stuff. It could be just last minute thoughts. Like
last minute thoughts, man. Like I said, I just want to see Royal Connections go to like a bigger heights. Like I know we doing free events now, definitely pop us up free events, but later on, I definitely want to see us doing like different states, different countries. You know what I'm saying? Traveling, and just being really dope. Like I want to really create Royal Connections. I want to inspire entrepreneurs because when I was actually coming up, like I don't not really coming up, but doing like certain business that I'm doing, it was not a lot of people around to ask like, yo, how to do credit, how to do this, how to start an LLC. So I want to shorten that journey for a lot of entrepreneurs that are either aspiring entrepreneurs or starting. So like definitely like follow the Instagram, the Royal Connections, and we keep you guys posted on everything that we do.
Definitely. And for those who want to tap in with the bartender, drink your fantasy on all social media platforms. And for the fantasy show, Fantasy TV, that's for the podcast. Fantasy TV _ on Instagram and YouTube. We outside.
Yeah, so Road Connections, the last Saturday of every month, unless told otherwise. What you be saying? Beat us there, don't meet us there.
You already know the motto.
Yes, sir.
All right. That was fire.
How we going?
Told you I was fire.